Let's go, gamers. How are we all doing, everybody? Welcome to Valhalla Camp Hill. We are actually here. We are about to be doing a live recording and some VOD review for our 1v1 build battles. I am Coach Kyle. I'm the head Fortnite coach. I am joined in the booth by Coach Christian, our head Rocket League coach. And we're going to be looking to bring you guys some pretty exciting 1v1 action. This is going to be really, really cool. This is the third iteration of the Camp Hill 1v1 map, which has been designed by one of our players / staff members. I'm pretty excited, man. This is getting pretty cool. So as soon as Christian ports me into a game, I could start beginning some commentary on it, which is very weird. Usually it's a little bit different. Usually I'm in the coach's chair helping them out with it, so it'll be cool.
Alright.
Oh, I can hear somebody. I hear Brady. Alright. Yeah, get in here, dude. Let's do it. Alright, so this is Brady. I'm trying to get a feel for who this skin is right now. Again, Brady is squared up.
Oh, my goodness. That was a little scary.
That was huge.
Where did you go?
Now again,
there you are.
if I was coaching Brady right now,
he disappeared.
The thing that I would be doing is probably telling him maybe get height next time instead of trying to sit in the box with the other person. You're always going to wind up getting domed by that if you're going to wind up with that sort of shotgun power. It's interesting. I do like.
Oh, crap. My bad.
Well,
I fell into the water.
well, don't fall into the water. That's always a huge.
Are we gonna restart that? Or?
No, I think it counts.
Really?
If you died before.
Yep, it does indeed count.
Well, it says it needs a number.
Oh, that's crazy.
And
I
a full
believe
box?
this is, yep, that's Brady and Sean. There we go. Sean's done a great
Yeah.
job, though, of getting
up
height
here.
on him.
Can't find me?
I do love
Oh
that
my
he's actually
gosh,
doing-
crap.
Okay.
Oh, no, Brady's got a higher ramp. Sean, though, throwing up
Okay.
the walls right there. Not a bad call. Still advancing, which is, I
Information?
love. One of the things that he's doing really well
Rainbow
against
go?
Brady is he's actually attempting to try to get behind him, which is huge. Getting height is part of it, but making sure that
Hello?
there
Oh
it
my
is.
gosh, I suck at this game.
Oh.
Yeah.
Alright.
Sean was having way
Five,
too much
3.
fun with that one. I wound up actually doing. Oh, I got logged out. I can't see it anymore. Oh no.
Fastest
It says the number already
They're
exists.
just going.
Oh, Christian signing me into somebody else.
Oh.
All right, I like it.
Okay, what was the score? Oh.
All right. Gotta start waiting. It looks like it's Atlee and Jack. Oh boy, that's gonna be the matchup for the century right there. Atlee, did you and Jack already go? Okay. Can you guys run one? Who won?
Me 4-1.
Okay. Can you run it back? Because I'm gonna stream your guys' match.
Does that one count still though?
Yeah, but I just.
Still move on.
Yeah, you do, but just.
Back. Alright, let's do it, bro.
Coach Jonathan, do you want to just come over and we can share a mic?
Alright.
Yeah, sure.
Gotta run it back.
Well.
This one doesn't really
Yeah.
count for anything, but maybe
Yeah.
I'll play better.
There
I
we
usually
go.
play better
All
under
right,
pressure,
welcome
bro.
back,
I suck under
everybody.
pressure.
Coach Jonathan
Hey,
joining
bro.
me in the booth. We're having
Howdy.
we're having our buddies Atlee
Alright.
and Jack run their match back. So Atlee actually took the match, but it's interesting because this is the one that we're in, so I want to have him run it back. We'll see how it goes. Oh, I'm excited. It's interesting with two weapons now. I'm curious to see how that's going
It
to work.
is. It's all.
Yeah, I like the call. I like it. It's interesting because
Alright, bro.
usually we
Alright,
have
3,
them
2,
at least
3.
3, but they're
Oh, wait, hold on. I just lagged, bro. Alright, bet.
Atlee lagged. Still
Love when
getting
that happens to me.
Call. Just gets right behind him.
Oh,
Tag.
okay.
Nice, nice, nice.
Do my pump hits for that, bet.
Probably would be trying to rat a little bit. There we go. And
Okay,
it's
so
a
that's
window
there.
From Jack.
I got you.
Jack in the good
So down for that.
For sure.
Him leaving the edit allowed him to get that shot through.
100%.
Gotta close that edit.
Now, the one thing that I know some of our friends like to do is they really like to see if they can drop into the box and then carry it out as a close quarters. I would love to see some of them try to maintain height and start breaking boxes. Part of the reason we have
There,
plasma
I
rifles,
can't do
That's
that.
exactly
No.
why.
Alright,
That's
run it back.
exactly what I was saying. Don't try to get in the
Full
box.
selling now.
Great mantle play to clean it up.
It was a really good mantle by Jack for sure.
I also sold the start there as well.
Atlee's already in his own head, man. That's such a shame. But looks like he's trying to
He is
get back
keeping up though.
So let me edit that.
There it is.
Got you.
Not bad. Gets the pump off. Really needs to try
Love
to
that
get
for
height,
me.
though.
Let me edit that. Big height.
The retakes are there.
Yeah, the retakes are huge here. One thing I love
I
about
don't want
these
so much
two
ping.
guys fight is they're both really
Want
good
6
at
ping, bro?
scrambling to get height. Oh, there it is.
There it is.
That
That's
was
that.
clean.
That's the box break you're asking
That
for right there.
was clean. It's exactly what I was hoping for. And this is part of the reason we tell them to, or at least least I know I've been telling him.
No materials.
You have to switch.
Can I do?
Have to switch to a full auto weapon sometimes to break
I
boxes.
think I'm gonna
especially
go
when
for
you're on
brain.
height from mid range, man. That has actually affected my enjoyment of the burst assault rifle this season. I feel like it's not quite as good because I don't know. I feel like I have a harder time chopping builds with it.
I think it's not fast enough for the fact of turbo building.
Yeah.
I think with a full auto weapon definitely can get it in there. But once you do get through, it does
Oh.
lay down 30,
Oh.
30,
Yeah.
30 damage a bullet.
It's
It does
a-
lay down the heat.
It
Okay.
is a gross one. All right, Christian, you gonna get us into another match, my friend? It looks like we're looking at basically a blank screen. Beautiful pink and green Discord display. Such a good color combination. No, it's I think one of the reasons I like the combat throughout most of the season for
I do.
stuff. It's so good.
I've struggled personally to feel the need to pick up the burst, but I've seen a lot of people use the burst with the sniper scope. If you ever seen that,
Yes.
because you could just map people with it.
It's really good. Actually.
I have a friend. I keep dying when I play at home for ranked. I keep dying before I do get the chance to put the scope on
Okay.
the AUG. But I've seen people run the sniper on the AUG and just
just clean house. with
beam
it.
from so far away.
It's so funny because it reminds me so much about people used to put the hollow sight on the DMR last season, and I was like, "That's a sniper rifle," but it's like, no, we're gonna treat it like a mid-range weapon, and it
Yeah.
wound up being better, I thought, with the hollow than it is. But seeing it,
Oh, we
makes
had the
sense.
dots on snipers too, just to
Yeah.
hide the glint.
Just
and-
on the glint is crazy.
well, with the Monarch pistol now, but hiding the glint and you just get hit for 150 from across the map.
Dude, I'm telling you, it is an SMG ammo meta. This meta, like
It is.
like Monarchs are great at long range. The dualies I've found to be really enjoyable and really good close range. All right, we're getting into another one, yay!
Let's go, bro.
All right, who are we watching this time?
Wait, what are we supposed to do one with?
I don't know.
Fortnite
players.
Fortnite players. If you are done with your round, who won their round? Give me a thumbs up. If you, part of me wants to like draw on this whiteboard. I can draw on the whiteboard. I can look like I can do my best John Madden. I'm like, well, if you think about it this way, the team with the most touchdowns usually wins the football game. The team with the most kills usually wins the Fortnite.
Stop for a second. Give up for a second. You're good. Pick a number between 1 and 20 that isn't 4, 5, or 10. 4, 5, or 10.
Welcome everyone to Coach Kyle's Corner. This is the part of the show where Coach Kyle starts talking about other stuff. Today we're going to be talking about underrated albums that we've listened to over the last couple weeks. Not sure if anyone's a math rock or a post-punk fan, but you should really listen to an album called by the Cabs. They're a Japanese post-punk band, absolutely fantastic. Album's about 19 minutes long. If you were like,
Are you
this is
four?
what angst
Lachlan.
in Tokyo feels
Lachlan,
like.
are you
Pretty
four?
good. Oh, looks like we're finally
you
getting keyed
four?
into a match. Let's go.
All right.
Right,
You should
I'm
probably
excited.
go. What? Just join. Wait, we got. Wait, what?
My fault. I joined the wrong
Oh,
one.
he is 3. I joined the wrong one. My bad. Let me go. Hold on. What? Discord. Oh, I
Here.
joined the wrong party. Kick me.
Yeah.
Kick me.
Okay.
Yo.
Kick him.
Bet.
Kick him.
Kick me.
All right.
Yeah,
Kick-
kick me. Invited me.
Why'd
to what?
you leave?
Oh, because you're in that party. Okay, wait. What Discord do you want to
step
do?
away for 2 minutes and
6? Okay.
Alright, join 5. You, Pat. I keep on forgetting your name. Parker, join 5. Yeah,
No, I
take and
can't.
tugboat.
Wait, hold on. I just connected.
Alright,
That's so
Alright.
Now we're
bro.
good. Yeah, we're good.
alright. Don't make me do you dirty.
Headsets are working.
Bro, you're gonna win anyways, bro.
No knocking.
I hate the negative self-talk.
Bro,
We're getting
Don't
done.
be like Lachlan. Don't
Parker,
be like
I hear
Lachlan.
you talk negatively about yourself with these headphones. Knock it off. You be nice to you. Gosh darn it.
Well, they're not an official pair. They're
Keep on hiding, bro.
we need Atlee and Lachlan's match, and then Jack and
I'm a Lachlan
Sean are
with
currently going on.
Game Slam. Yo, I'm not.
All right,
That's a good
we
one.
go.
That's a good one. That's
a
that's
great
Atlee and
Atlee
and Lachlan.
That's going to be a fun one. Lachlan's really come out from behind and done some really incredible things in the last couple build battles, so I am excited to see the actual play-by-play.
I am in agreement. As long as Atlee keeps a cool, calm, and collected head, and not beat himself up, I think this should be a really good match.
Well, and as long as Lachlan does the same thing too, that's the one thing, man.
Can we do no combat?
Trying to work
What? No.
on.
Okay.
You spawn with guns.
Yeah,
You
you
just
spawn
gotta.
with guns.
What do you
I'm
mean,
trying to work on
combat?
them all with.
Don't get any. No. Don't get any
Positive
more
side.
guns.
Boys, use the same
do you
guns you
mean?
spawn with. You
No,
should
you
not
have
be
to use the
changing
guns that you
loadouts.
spawn with.
Okay.
It's not a hard
That's
mistake.
stupid, but whatever.
All right. Well, it looks like we're off to a good start. Atlee gets fight already, which is interesting. Lachlan's doing a good job of circling around him, though. I will say, Lachlan has gotten much better at ratting this season.
That was a good ramp flip for recovery right
It was
there.
a great ramp flip. I do like that Atlee immediately breaks the wall and then tries to
Dang,
hit it.
bro.
Height
Height goes insane. So
there it
46
is.
Does have
to go back for
headshot
height.
is
Yeah, he
insane.
did get a good tag there.
That's yours.
For
Dang.
the 46.
I don't like this, bro. That's yours? Oh, shoot.
Yeah, Atlee's getting confused in the builds. I
Take
will
height
say the one
back.
thing Lachlan has
Oh,
done very
dude.
well.
That was a
Are
chunky.
you dead to fall?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Oh, I'm not dead.
Last thing I will say,
Just
the
fall
one thing
damage,
Lachlan
that's what I
has
was saying.
done this season really well.
Nice pre-fire, bro.
Thank you.
Pre-fire like that, I was gonna say, is play like a rat. He's just really good at making people confused in a giant nest of builds.
It's very good to get lost in the builds.
Well, and it makes up for like it's one of the things that I think has been super fun to watch as a coach is like watch kids find ways to like either compensate for their weaknesses or to find their own strengths.
Last time it was
Lachlan
0-4.
really, as a player, generally seems to struggle getting height, but that has almost become a benefit for him, where he's like, I'll let the other person take height and I'll rat around them. And he finds, like Atlee said, ways to pre-fire or ways to play those angles. And it winds up being a really confusing thing for a lot of people to play against. And it's a style that's wholly Lachlan's own, which is kind of cool.
It is very much a style.
Now, the one thing, though, is that when it comes to fundamentals, there are few people as good as Atlee. This is a kid who practices this stuff basically religiously.
Well, definitely a dedicated
Can't be down
player.
to fall
So
damage.
he's doing exactly the one thing
Foul.
he should do, which he's ratting. He's
I
trying to
didn't
go
foul.
around. He's trying to play the angle. And Lachlan fired, reveals the position, which means Atlee knows exactly.
They're just sitting
the
max
time to
height.
move. It's crazy. He's going to play the angle. He's going to wait for Lachlan to make the mistake. Oh, just a couple inches away, and that would have been a perfect shot. That would have tagged him for sure.
Also, with this
But
new
you killed
patch
me in
to the 1v1
Ragnarok,
map, we
right?
should be looking at builds here. Notice he's on the metal now with no other build, so now he's got to play down low and rat or build effectively to get to height without running out of material.
And it looks like he's trying to rush it. But Lachlan's doing such a great job just holding him in this one position. So it means that Atlee has to do the one thing he doesn't. He struggles with a little bit. Which is trying to Lachlan came up from
Oh, shoot.
below. Oh, I didn't even see.
He's
him
out
do
of
that.
builds now. This is all editing. Lachlan's got the material the advantage. He's got the height advantage.
Well, I don't know. It could. This still could go anybody's way. The one advantage.
I'm dead to
Oh,
fall.
that's it. That's
Dang.
dead to fall.
No materials to help him out there.
GG.
No materials. And again, it's one
Not
of the
expect
strats
to win that.
that's the one strat.
I have no
that-
Wait, it didn't go through. It didn't go through.
What do you mean?
The kill didn't go.
We'll still
Look
count
at
it, though. Just still count it. Doesn't matter.
No, because it just let me kill you. So just it
No,
caused me
no, no,
confusion.
no. We'll just count it. We'll just count it. Doesn't
Alright.
matter. We're good for it.
Yeah, good call. Either way works. Interesting that Atlee's choosing to start with metal here. Oh, but Lachlan's already in the box.
Oh.
Nicely
I
done.
dropped my
That was
rifle.
very
That
quick.
is
man. You
exactly
gotta pay it
what,
up
and it's
right
exactly
here
the
next to
kind of
the
game
thing.
that Lachlan does not want to play. Which
I'll
is
be slow real quick.
right up close,
Alright.
right into that box, and Atlee was like, "Nope, we're just gonna press this as hugely as humanly possible." I have lost my screen.
I'm cooked.
I am a blind man.
Bro, I actually kind of just cooked myself, bro.
I'm getting back to another game. Are we getting to another game?
No,
It's always the one fun thing about doing these recordings.
I get to
like-
kill you.
It's like
That does
it's
not
like
count. I get to kill you
waiting for,
twice
like,
now.
the secret sauce to come through.
This is where we transition into an ad break from our sponsors.
New Cobbler's Crystal Ideal Coffee Blend. Oh, I'm watching a banana. That feels like just watching the world's tiniest banana with a.
It is. That should be Sean's match.
Yeah,
Should be Sean versus Jack.
sounds about right. And somehow, Sean has managed to get
Oh, I
not
have
4 Monarch pistols.
so much mats, bro.
So
I
not
have
any
max
of the ones He
mats.
should have spawned with, which means
I have max-
Sean gets to forfeit that match. That's crazy.
What can I do with all these builds?
Oh goodness gracious.
I'm not gonna
It'll
die.
be interesting. I can't say that we've casted a
They're streaming it
situation
right now, by the
where
way.
it's 4 Monarch
Just wanna
pistols.
let you know.
That's very true. We
That's
have
not good.
casted a 4
I didn't know
Monarch
that.
pistol situation
I didn't know that.
in the slightest.
I didn't know that.
4 Monarch pistols. Well, good to know that everyone listens when Coach talks.
Oh,
Well,
it's,
pay the price there when you don't have the proper
because we're on
tools.
Central.
I mean, it is.
I can't. I'm gonna get one different game.
Sean, why do you have
All right.
4 Monarch pistols?
That's me.
Oh, Jack.
Yeah.
We
We'll
set
get
the same
that.
loadout we spawn in, man.
Huh?
Oh my goodness.
Hey, you didn't want to get 4-1.
Okay, so they were already done. They've
Okay.
been goofing. Okay, never mind. That makes sense.
It was one game away.
Okay, that makes me feel a little
There we go.
better.
There we go.
At least a little better. All right. I'm sitting there going like, what are we doing?
They're just
I
goofing.
can tell
They're
you
goofing.
only play zero gold, man.
It's like an Indiana Jones loadout. He's got the classic thing. Oh, just saw it. Cool. Awesome build.
Voluntold.
Voluntold is crazy. I love it.
I just married my own wall.
He just married his own wall. Is the craziest way I've ever heard. That's a great thread. I tell you what, Sean, for all of his love of meme-based builds, does such a good job of just like the pop edit. I will never get over this though. The one thing about like this game in particular that I'll never get over
Is this
is
Freddy
the
Fazbear?
skins. Like watching a giant 7-foot-tall banana with a shotgun just is not something I ever thought I would have on my 2024 big
Lag is crazy.
I'm gonna
This
pull
is
it.
what Toontown died for.
This is what Toontown
Swagger moment.
This is Fortnite can run because Club Penguin and Toontown crawled first.
Crawled. That is a double edit into a single
To a
L shape.
single L shape. More work has never been done for less result. But that's awesome, though. I love it.
That's not yours. That's mine.
Oh.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Now it's a race for height.
Sean's just kinda, I love it. I do love that. I do love this though. In all seriousness, one of the things that I do love is that they're starting to take time now and break the other person's builds, like as they're climbing to get height, which I think is a smart thing to do, because you can still chop them here. Like
You can.
it's.
All right, so I just
it's
looked at my
much
mats.
Harder to do now, or actually it's easier to do now because they have not unlimited builds. It's just a strategy that requires just a little bit more time and a little bit more planning.
I have so much builds left, bro. Like,
Bad one. He does still have so many builds left.
Yep,
as-
he's
as
got
Sean says.
35 builds.
350 metal is not a bad way to live your life.
I think they're slowly learning with this new change that they're gonna have to break older builds to maneuver more
Yep.
with the builds that they have remaining.
And that's exactly one of the reasons I suggested the change was that we have to get used to how it actually is, which is like you can't just unlimited.
Come on down here.
The other big issue is
I'm
that
good, bro.
matches were taking so long.
I'd rather not, right?
Unlimited time because they had unlimited builds, and at some point a reasonably competent Fortnite player is capable of doing basically an infinite number of builds.
come on down to the butter
Oh,
barn.
absolutely.
Oh,
This also teaches them to plan their builds rather than spam them.
Well, and that's the cool part is that eventually, right, the idea is that hopefully they're going to get to a place where they can plan and build simultaneously.
oh no, oh no, please, no. Me no like
How
it.
do I do that?
It's no
I
good.
can get it simultaneous, but like my gosh, doing it both at the same time is wild.
It's like learning how to play chess just after learning to play checkers.
Yeah, it's the difference between checkers and blitz chess. It's like I
Come on
have
down here, man.
1,000 moves. and I have
I'd
to make
rather
them in
not.
15 seconds.
It's all fun and games
I'd
until you
rather
have to
just
start
keep
tapping the
going up.
timer.
Yep. Just,
Well, now you're gonna force me to go to far, are you?
Sean.
I know you have a nuclear. I know you have multiple uranium bombs down there.
Pointing out, he's gonna make
It's so-
them go to height now, which is exactly what Jack is doing.
I know what you're talking about, man.
Singing aha is real life.
Bro, you should push
real
up.
life emoting in a game is wild.
I'm not.
This is a
I'm
war
not,
of
like,
attrition. One has high ground with no
Like, you should
materials,
push up,
but he
bro.
knows that the other one is really low, but he's
You
stuck
should do 9
in
quad
a
edits
plethora
again.
of builds.
You can't. We're on Central.
Uh,
On East, I would have won with the Monarchs.
In classic Jack fashion, gotta complain about the ping.
Come on, man.
Ping, home setup.
Gotta complain about the ping.
how much ping do you have?
35.
How's that a big disadvantage though? Or it's
Oh,
not
not-
disadvantage. How's
I
that a
can
big
barely
like?
build.
How can you barely
Exposed.
build on 35?
Sean just is like, wait a second here, hold on.
What do you regularly get? What do you regularly like?
Sean's
get?
like, I am a rotting banana, sir. You should be able to build past me.
I
I
came
do
down there
enjoy
like 9
as the
times
match
already, bro.
continues, the Bill is just rotting away.
It is kind of
I'm
funny.
just not going to the
It's
right
just
spot.
Reactive skid.
That's awesome. All I could think about with this build
Oh,
is
now you're gonna-
Sean calling out Jack about the ping is just like the Tony Stark built this in a cave
Come
with
here,
a box
man.
of scraps.
Yes.
It's
I'm
like, what do
cooked.
you mean you can't do that?
And we know that.
Now the final push has been made. The builds have been cleared
We know
out.
I'm cooked. Everybody knows I'm cooked.
Jack is circling around. Sean in keeping though, keeping a nice positive attitude even though he's saying
Yes, he's been flipping his ramp around to mitigate pressure when he sees it. And the come around play.
Oh,
Unbelievable.
The war of attrition.
What a beautiful match by Sean.
oh
Well done,
crap. That
Sean.
was close.
That was a beautiful. That was a clinic. In
Nuh-uh.
The hunter became the hunted in
With
a
a
split
smart- I'm
second.
telling you, smart positioning and a build advantage. That is absolutely beautiful.
I don't know. The singing buff might have been there too.
The singing buff was definitely.
He was locked in the entire time, and we just thought he was goofing.
Whoa.
Oh, I love it. I absolutely love it. Oh my goodness.
But now we do know that despite the changes in material, stalls can happen.
Yeah. Well, and what I like though is that stall feels like a tactical one where it's like, cool, I need a second, I have to be able to get my bearings, I have to be able to get the game down to a thing. It's not just like, let me build infinite steel platforms, which was what was happening, and then just stacking them one on top of the other. Which again is a valid strategy if you have infinite builds, but unfortunately that's not the real world, right? We can't.
Oh, we don't have infinite
wish.
builds in tournament either, so
Right, that's what I mean. It doesn't work for the real world. I love this change. I'm super happy.
it's a good one. It's a
'Cause
good one.
That resulted in a really interesting match to watch and to calm. It was cool. Dun-dun-dun-dun. Now that song's gonna be stuck in my head all day. Thank you, Sean. Dun-dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun-dun. I really cannot wait for this to be live. And, like, we actually get to calm real tournaments.
This will be great. This will be
It's
great.
gonna be hilarious.
I've never done Fortnite. I've done COD. I've done Apex. Never have casted professionally a Fortnite match. So
Me neither. So this will be fun. I mean, I used to cast a lot of strategy game tournaments. So like, I'm just fun. This is fun. It's so fun because there is so much tactics to build battles too. Like,
Oh, absolutely.
Way more than people think. I think like when people first look at this game, they're like, oh, you just build your funny little boxes. It's like there's so much to it other than that. There's
that's not a
whole-
box. That's a cage.
That's a cage.
Locked in with your opponent.
You're trapped in here with me. I'm not locked in here with you.
That's the stage.
Now that we have this moment, break it down for our whiteboard moment of the day. This is our pointless diagram. I drew one of these earlier. This is gonna go here. Boom, we did it. we were waiting for like 20 minutes, and I'm just sitting here drawing.
And
John
that is how
sketches.
Madden playbooks are
And that's
made.
how Madden playbooks are made. And as we all know, the team with the most touchdowns usually wins the football game.
It should be finals, I believe.
I believe it is. I believe it's finals. I believe it's.
Well,
between-
actually, there was a bye, so I'm wondering who won the gimmick for the bye. Who do we have?
Brady and Jack are competing to go to the final against them.
Okay, cool.
Okay, sounds good.
This is
They
it.
were allowed to pick whatever guns they wanted as long as it was from
Cool. That's
Okay,
fine. Works
okay,
for me.
current patch.
As long as they're not taking sustain, I'm cool with that too. What's your ideal 3-stack? If you're picking 3 weapons, what's your ideal 3-stack, Coach John?
So, interesting enough, I don't actually 3-stack weapons. I am 2 weapons,
The 2 weapons all support.
in movement, and then I will do a shield and a flesh.
Okay, I like it. If you could pick 3 weapons, like, because we make them take up to 3 weapons for this. What are your 3 weapons going into a build fight?
I'm going AR for build, for high ground, especially shooting down.
Yep.
I'm going SMG for build spray,
Do you have a
and then
preference on AR and SMG? Because we've got the, I forget the hyper of it was like an MP5.
No, why don't I just
and the
lag
dualies.
I would do micros.
Yeah.
I think the hyper SMG doesn't shoot fast enough in a mag dump situation.
Yeah, I would
Although
agree.
you can, obviously the range is there, so
Oh
it's
yeah, it's a solid mid range.
it's whether I'm point blank or medium to short range. That's where they shine. So personally, micros are going to rip a build apart pretty quickly compared to the hyper.
Yep.
And then obviously I would like to have a gatekeeper inside the box with a drum mag.
With
of
the
course.
drum mag, yeah.
With the drum
if
mag,
it's a
of
Christmas
course.
scenario, I'm getting a gatekeeper with a drum. I think I'm with you on all 3 of those. I don't. It doesn't. It depends. I think a little bit on the assault rifle. I'm again, like we talked about, the burst one's fine, but I'm much more.
I
a fan
don't
of
think the
heavy
burst is
spray
enough
one.
to break through a build.
No, I don't either. But
Turbo building's a thing. You got to shoot fast.
yeah,
Oh, yo, that gun! I hate
there
that
you
gun
go.
so much.
he got it.
Alright,
The
that's
edit comes through.
Edit with the gatekeeper. It looked
one
like.
sweeping motion. That is.
Listen, and we watched Jack.
And here we go. He's gonna go switch
Watch
over
Jack
to
chip
it.
Oh, no.
Absolutely,
Oh, no.
absolutely.
Oh, no.
It's crazy. You asked us the
Oh, no.
preference. We agree on the preference,
agree
and then
on
the-
the change is
No.
made right
And
there.
No.
we literally get to
It's
watch
almost
Brady.
like we know what we're talking about.
Almost. Sometimes.
Oh, no,
Almost
sprint?
sometimes.
It is, I will say, having played the game for a while, the gatekeeper feels like the strongest shotgun.
It is, and in my opinion, I think it's one of the easier ones to hit too.
Agreed.
The triangle is just the spread is just perfect.
The spread is good, and I find that it's useful for so many situations too. Like in build, if you want to pop that window and you get a free shot in, just like
like so.
just like what Jack just did, it's so good. If you want to hold position, it's fine. I will say, I got to watch some really nasty things happen during the group stages last season, where people would float up for the lightning bolt, and that would be the time that someone would usually flash grenade or slide in and then get them with the gatekeeper to kill them and wind up knocking out the animation. It's just such a good all-purpose
Yo.
gun.
Oh.
And when you get the drum mag on it, it is
The drum mag, I feel, is a
yeah,
necessity.
it's-
You understand why
What
it
the-
has 3
My
shots
mouse
because of
is
how it
connected.
hits and how easy, in my opinion, it is to use. You understand why you need the drum mag.
Yes, because because the rate of fire is great, the damage is great.
Yo, we
Again,
didn't do that, bro.
Biggest and most important thing is that it's not great at mid range. I know some people really still like the hammer pump for the mid range, but I'm like, if it's mid range, I'm not.
Yeah, I agree.
I will take something else. Again, and you and I have talked about this before. It still feels like this is such a heavy SMG meta. At least to me, it does. Like Monarch,
I think SMGs get more value than ever before in this meta.
would
You could
agree.
say you could go either or on utility, but I will say it's definitely more value than previous seasons.
I
I think we both agree on all weapons at different ranges in their instances shine in their own ways. But before, what was the point of an SMG?
None. I mean, the burst was probably the only one I think you could make the exception for.
Right.
Just because sometimes you could hit some decent stuff at mid range with it, but
Oh, what the?
There,
Brady
Oh.
flipped
he
it
goes
with
for the
open
wall
it.
break,
It
comes
didn't
through
break
with
the
the
wall.
edit, and
Wow.
then 2 pumped right through.
Wow, what a
Fantastic
Oh my
play
God.
there.
All right,
That was a
there we go.
wonderful, wonderful edit into the window.
I will say though, this is the one meta where I'm fairly confident you could carry Monarch for long range, the Hyper for mid range,
Yep.
and the Dualies for close, and your whole.
Oh my God! Yo, he just phased through.
Push
He just
very
phased
aggressive
through.
Play. Does not quite
192 is
pay out.
crazy,
But I
bro.
do like the
Phased
creativity.
Again, and I mean,
Bang,
bang, bang,
You
bang.
saw Jack
Man,
freak
full
out,
phase
man.
through.
You saw Jack freak out. That was crazy.
He was like, what the? Reaction was valid there,
Not
right
a,
through
not
the builds.
a bad strat though to hit him with the full send, although it didn't work out quite well for Brady. But I like that he's varying up his play pattern. I like that he's trying to find new ways to surprise Jack. I think Jack is probably a faster, more experienced builder.
Oh, through both builds, he misses a couple edits.
Yeah,
I'm winning
Why are we
this.
standing on the water right now?
He did fall though.
he did, but he's got height on Brady. And now it's just a matter of him trying to close the distance. Now Brady should hopefully rat here.
That was it. That was a good edit there too.
Was
I like how it wasn't. It was almost instead of a half wall edit, it was just to the pillar.
I will say the one thing I think Jack should be doing right now is attempting to make builds with that assault rifle. He keeps staying with that gatekeeper. And again, it's a phenomenal weapon. We talked about it at length. But like when he has height like that, I really wish he'd be spraying down builds, at least in some way, shape, or form.
I think if he's playing on height, spraying down the builds.
Yeah,
Although in this situation, he's sitting here at what 17 HP. He's kind of looking for a miracle shot here.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. But he had height earlier. I was hoping he'd spray at least a little bit. And now he's getting height. Oh, because Brady's getting hyped.
Well, Brady did wrap around. The ratting
Yeah,
that was
the
successful.
ratting is huge. Oh, and looks like Jack's got height again. The one thing I'm noticing too is that he reloads usually after every shot, which is not terrible, but it does.
Bro, he's
Does
not.
Pathological reloading is definitely a thing.
It all 100%.
At this point, he can't be caught reloading, and he can't be caught with his pickaxe out again because Brady does take advantage to
He's
that.
got the advantage for sure. It's interesting though, and I wonder if he's doing it because the health. I assume he's doing it because his health is so low. But sometimes they trying to press the advantage even when you only have 2 shots and the gatekeeper's not a bad call. But I think you're right. I think he's doing it just to maintain that composure. Oh, there he is. He's breaking it. Although not from a position of height, which is where I would like to see him breaking builds like that.
I think he's just cycling through his approaches, all of his options.
Yeah. It could be true too. He's maybe trying to hope that Brady will make a mistake so he keeps playing a number of different strategies. He's like, yeah, if I get some pressure on him in any number of different ways, then maybe I can do it. But Jack's starting to run into the problem he ran into last game where he's running lower on builds.
Yep, definitely. Once the battle goes out, I start to count.
Yeah. Starts to
He's
be,
kind of just trying to set up, try to get Brady to move around a little bit.
which again goes back to what we're talking about, him cycling through strategies, maybe trying to get Brady to make a mistake. Brady's playing real calm though.
He's very tunneled. It's without the singing, we have the same approach as Sean in the previous matchup. Tunneling, taking the patience, and then waiting for the right moment.
I think had he had his gun reloaded, that would have been the shot. Notice that Brady would have been in that corner right there, but he had
He's
no-
definitely
Oh, he played the angle,
How,
got
bro?
27
That-
off of it.
This thing
very
reload.
surgical
goddamn.
approach. You could tell he's done his geometry homework.
He's sitting there hitting isosceles triangles trying to get him.
Protractor to the monitor. He knows when.
He's got the abacus out calculating damage.
He's like, all right. If I can hit from this angle and chip him this much, all right.
It's
into
like
the
a
next
beautiful mind. There's calculations just floating through the air.
box. What do the numbers mean, Mason? What do the numbers mean?
Oh.
There's the stray. Oh!
I love Brady's strategy there, but Brady forgot to do the classic. You gotta throw the.
I need to
You
like
gotta-
lock in
you
a
gotta
little
cover-
bit.
you gotta
I'm
build
trying to go
the
for a
other
clip,
ramp
and I'm
above
just
you.
like
Gotta throw the ramp
screwing up the
up.
entire game.
Gotta.
All right, I'm not going for a clip now.
Had to have done it, and that's exactly why we covered that ramp rush.
We all know you are.
Up.
The aggressiveness through the box.
All right,
That could have been anybody's game too. That was crazy.
man, it's just 50-50s with this gun,
They're just running right at him.
and this thing is.
Alright.
What do you feel about the Scar? I know it's not technically called the Scar, but I'm gonna keep calling it the Scar. 'cause
The
it's the
Striker
exact-
AR
it's the exact
is
same.
a gun that
Alright.
I believe it's the.
You good?
It covers both avenues of high fire rate and good damage.
Yeah.
The burst covers the high damage, low fire rate, and then you have the combat that's in between. I think the Striker, in my personal opinion, as the rarity goes up, I don't mind picking up. But
Bro,
earlier
this is
on in
not
the
box
game,
fights, man.
I would prefer having
Yeah,
combat.
yeah.
Yeah,
There's none.
I think. I mean, at some point, like once you get to a certain rarity, it's just a matter. I think
Sorry,
of
Mel.
what you prefer.
I didn't mean this,
I
Mel.
will say, I think.
I didn't mean
like
it.
the
I didn't
combat.
mean it. I'm sorry.
If we're gonna compare Striker to
Get the
the
cone out of here, man.
actual Scar itself, I would take a Striker over the regular Scar.
That's fair.
Get the cone, bro.
That's fair.
The bloom,
Gotta
the
get with the cone,
mag.
man.
Oh man.
Man,
we
this
we
is
would have
like.
to take this into reloaded.
I
and,
hate
and truly
that break
test.
that gun so much. It's just like
Truly
it's just run at your face in 50-50. That's all that gun is.
Jack is
Hey, look,
completely
yes.
the gatekeeper of running out.
Hold
of
on,
50-50.
let me get the yellow pages out.
Oh, there's the excuses. But truthfully, I mean, he's
This
not
is
wrong. But
box fights, I guess. I
That's
mean-
kind of, yeah,
I mean,
he said it right
yeah.
there. It's for box
I mean,
fights.
I'm not
It
trying
is.
to just sit here the whole
That-
time.
that is
So
part of a battle.
That is.
That is part of the build
And
battle.
if you're not carrying, it's one of the reasons we tell people it's like you gotta carry. Like I find myself like I like the new shotgun. I like it a lot more than the hammer pump. But I find that like I'll even take for the first time in my own playing career and for my own coaching, like I'll tell the kids to take lower rarity gatekeepers over higher rarities of the other shotguns.
It's like one.
Especially if preference comes.
should I go for a
into play.
pickaxe? I think I might go for a pickaxe.
I think this
Scared now, bro.
No, I'm
the
joking.
sovereign shotgun. I think Epic is trying to really blur the line with the hammer shotgun versus say the gatekeeper. I think the sovereign is really just you have the ADS so you can close it up and get really precise shots.
Yep.
Or if you are in each other's boxes, in each other's
Trying to
faces.
break the
Oh, no
balance,
ammo,
which
man.
makes sense.
Same, bro.
The
And I have the
pathological
walk bug. I have the
reloading.
walk bug, bro. I can't run.
Oh.
No, I can't
Right out
run,
the
bro.
builds. Clean shot.
I say I'm not gonna go for a clip, and then I go
can't
for a clip every time. It's insane.
Bro, this happens as soon as I'm starting to build, bro.
You want me to You clicked a button that makes you walk.
Yeah.
It's not a bug. You gotta figure out what. Go to your settings.
You know, it's
Your
on the
settings
opposite side of
over
the
here.
computer.
You got it? Okay.
That's why I always have always sprint on.
I don't. I'll be honest, I unbind auto walk. I
Insane drop for the 106. Although they trade shots.
looks like
Ain't no way this kid chops me out, bro. You're so cramped.
wow. The chop out of nowhere. I will say that was a
You ready?
close match though.
Good game, good game, bro. That was actually so
I
close.
did enjoy the box fighting, but once once Jack decides, all right, I'm enough for the box fights, we're gonna play this my game.
Listen, it is the number one thing, and I keep telling them, is that chopping them down is a real strategy. It's why I put fall damage back in.
It's a legitimate thing.
Because it's the one thing our kids always forget when you're in the intensity. Like, I can get hike, I can do this, and the next thing you know, especially from last season when people could drive cars, do the bases of builds, and then just chop the whole thing down that way. It's one of the reasons I know people liked the anti-personnel bumper from last season, but that cow catcher, drive it right through a build, and the
Right
whole
through
thing
builds.
gets chopped. And the people are just dead out of nowhere. They're like, how did that happen? I'm like, guys, like, chopping is a real strat.
His real thing, it comes from the root of Fortnite when there was always a mechanical player. That's why sky bases don't work.
Yeah.
Sky bases don't work. You could try to get the clip. You could make a valid strategy, but once you can't catch yourself, now granted, in newer seasons we have ways of catching yourself. We have gauntlets, we have fizzes, stuff
have
like that.
nitrous, we
But
have
when you don't
jetpack.
have that available, and
Yeah.
goes back down to the basics, the core of the game.
It's honestly one of the things that I think makes at least ducking into Grimgate Underworld and grabbing those 3 charges as huge as it can be. It's because you just tag it once and you're immune to fall damage for the rest of the animation, and then you're good.
It is definitely a thing. I've used I've actually taken fights in the River of Styx against jetpack players and used the constant supply to actually outmaneuver and catch up in that. I wouldn't say a skill gap, but the jetpack gives you that utility, the mobility that can make fights
There's
really
definitely
hard.
a power gap, I think, between jetpack and the rest of the items. When I was telling you guys when I was doing research this weekend about like ways that we can counteract it, and the one thing that I kept finding over and over and over again, both when I was playing and when I was looking at other people play, it's like, dude, River Styx is your best friend.
It is.
Because you can just spam dashes, and it's like that actually outpaces the jetpack's charges.
It does. Also, River Styx infinite cooldown versus you run out of jetpack fuel.
And then you can just go in for the kill. Looks like he chose not to do Gatekeeper. He's doing
No
Vault
Gatekeeper this time. I think he's gonna pull the Gatekeeper out when
Multiple
the other Gatekeeper
Atlee
comes
with
out.
multiple tags, though. Atlee does need to get out of the lower position. I'm not sure why he's trying to take a fight when the other person's on high ground. And we saw Jack manage to tag him for 103 there.
Oh,
That's another
I
same
didn't edit.
situation before. The
Yeah,
pickaxe
right.
is out. He
Wait,
goes
wait,
for the
wait.
wall take, and the wall comes
It's
down.
cold.
This
That's
is
why.
quite- two
It's
separate matches
temperature.
we've witnessed this happen. It is
It's the temperature,
definitely
man.
something people are paying
That's
attention
excuse.
to.
And it makes sense,
That's
though.
serious.
If you know the other person is a faster builder, if you know the other person likes
I was
to
also
do
sick
switch
last
wall
week.
edits, and just-
Oh wait, no, I figured it out. Wait,
Honestly, when the
my reticle's on.
hunter
Wait,
becomes
on top
the
of my other
hunted,
one.
as soon as that pickaxe comes out, they take the edit down.
It's patience.
There we
All
go.
it
Wait,
is.
no, it's over now. Trust
All it is is
me,
patience.
trust me,
All
trust
it
me,
is
trust me.
patience. Which is, I will say, again, I find that's true with a lot of these players that are really quick builders, really fast builders. The patience isn't there because they're used to
It's go now,
aggressive.
or go never.
right.
From where, bro? From where?
But the crazy part is we've got not infinite time, but we have a lot of time. You can play around with positioning. You can play around with the mats.
Oh, when we've got both players down to metal up on the height, we know it can stall out.
I do like how people are choosing to start with wood again. That was something that we were seeing people were doing, either starting with brick or metal. I think it makes sense to start with wood, at the very least, when you're trying to get these rapid things out, and then you can use that to...
Oh yeah, you definitely don't want to use your stronger materials just to get up to height.
Well, and use the better materials, right, to hold positions or hold down walls. Or
Absolutely.
whatever. I will say, it's an interesting matchup because the one thing Atlee's good at is patience.
It is.
So Jack's a faster builder. We have somebody with a little more patience, a little more on the fundamental side. We'll see which one comes out on top.
Oh, we saw that with Sean earlier. We got a chorus for the longest time.
We did.
And the
And it
same
just-
instance of
Oh,
Black-
The mantle, the mantle.
dude. And again, this is what I'm talking about with patience. Almost winds up
Wait,
dying
I
to
just
fall
tabbed out.
damage.
Can you chill for a sec? I'm dead to fall. I tab out.
That's
I
tough.
tabbed out.
That's
That is
unfortunate.
tough.
I mean,
I know, bro. That is.
it's like,
Alright,
it's like it's 1-1.
Although before the tab
Yep.
out, we can notice that after
I'll
the fall,
counter, bro. I don't
spamming
care.
of builds to catch back up.
I tapped
Could
out.
end
That's
up
my
being a
fault.
good way to stall him out later on.
Again,
What am I doing, bro? Bro, what am I doing? What am I doing, bro?
Into his builds.
right into the
Full
box.
selling, I'm full selling.
And then just pressed it.
Bro, I hate
1
this.
second.
This is the
Bro, I
one
hate 1v1s, bro.
thing that I'm telling people about is like make sure that you get out of your own heads. That's the
I think I'm gonna reset the player health when the 1v1 starts,
Get out
or
of
right like
people's
a
heads.
second after kills to prevent.
What is this music, bro? What am I hearing? I don't know.
Box isn't in. Atlee got tagged with the run.
See, here's the thing now. We've noticed it twice,
Damn,
although he
I
gets it
can't,
there.
bro.
I
The,
think
the trade of blows
That's so
between the
stupid. I
edits.
try to play aggressive and I'm dead, like, anytime I try to.
Oh wait, I gotta reload. Give me a second.
You gotta reload? Alright.
Yeah.
Atlee.
Okay. We're good. We're good.
Atlee, get out. Tell me, get out of your own head, dude. Yeah, I think. That makes more sense. Yeah, and they just did it. I think. I'll
Wanna
be
get
honest,
one more.
I think.
Just
I
go
think
one more?
I think we watched.
You don't want to.
As
We
soon
won't
as
count. We won't count the
as soon
tab
as
out.
he
Yeah.
tabbed out, then
Yep. The tab out fall was
that's
tough.
and it just.
You want to count the note? Oh,
It just. It just.
he backed out. Yeah, we got one more. Yeah, we got one more
It just mentally tapped.
One
him
more.
out, and it's such a. It's.
for the tab out. They say one more.
Just do it.
They
Do
say
one,
one more.
Do one more for us, At.
Bro, I tapped out. I thought we were counting that.
Well.
Yeah,
That's
it won't
good.
let me join back, so it doesn't really matter.
Just ready out.
You just
Oh,
can't
I mean,
entertain
yeah,
Coach,
no,
can
no,
you?
no, no.
No, I'm ready.
Well, I tapped out. I thought we were counting
I
that.
just. I need people to have better.
You know you can unbind or disable the window key.
Ow, bro.
I don't remember how, but there is a way.
Let me just tab out real quick and cancel out this music, bro.
What music?
It's the Minecraft music, bro.
Oh wait, that causes light. You want to do a complete redo?
No, I
For the
don't want to
Minecraft
do that
music.
to you. I want to do that to you, bro.
One more.
I
We'll just
will-
do one more.
I
If
will
you
I'll be
want
there.
to,
I
if you
will
want to, I'm
say,
down.
I do
But
love
if you
that
don't want
Atlee's
to,
like,
that's
I think we gotta get moving with the
taking-
matches
he's
then.
like, I'm
Completely
taking
fine,
them
yeah.
all.
I do
Ready?
like the
I
sportsmanship.
appreciate that. I appreciate that heavily.
So what is it? 3-1?
Yeah.
Okay, so 3-1. They're choosing to reset.
Oh
Good
my
sportsmanship
God, I
on
can't-
both sides. You gotta applaud it.
Absolutely. Offering the run back, accepting the defeat.
Yeah, good. Good sportsmanship on both sides, and I'm proud of them for it, man. That makes sense. 'Cause, I mean, that truly is the most important thing, right? Is that, don't get me wrong, winning's great, winning's awesome, but, trying to be a good person, even if you're winning, that's like a huge deal.
So we're
That
hitting
is an
now.
interesting take right there. I do like the mantle peak for the
Hit me.
shot.
It was,
No.
the one thing I wish Jack had done, though, is
So we're
switch to that
chopping.
striker,
Bet.
'cause 34 on shield is fine.
Ooh, I did not mean to
Probably
mantle.
2 on the burst and wind up maybe doubling the amount of the
I agree.
there.
I agree.
Right, and which is something I see from
Yep,
other players. is
here we
that
go
they
again,
hold on
bro.
to that one
So
weapon
we're
that they've
chopping.
got,
Love that.
right? They hold on to that one weapon. They're
bro,
like,
I
this is it.
can't-
This is superior. But it's like, man, you got to switch this up that has a better damage, a better spread over that range.
All situational.
It is, right? I mean, everything's situational too. That's the.
There it is
That's the
again.
fun part, yeah.
Aggressing for the wall.
Yeah.
Pickaxe comes out. This gets hit hard for it.
Oh, what? I could have.
Oh, we're sliding.
What was that?
Boy, that is cold.
That's some
Gravity.
good grease.
Oh no, I did not mean to.
Oh, through the builds. Oh!
Yo, I just
Wow.
slid down the whole
Alright.
map. Yeah, the slide is
3-2.
insane.
3-2.
3-2.
All right.
Okay, you want here? Let's bring the score back. Let's bring the score back here.
3-2. 3-2.
Wait, what?
I'm gonna kill you. Then you. We're just gonna bring the score back real quick.
Yep.
All right.
I like it.
Just so we can see. Just so we
Side
can
of
see.
things. We were writing
so we
it
can
down,
see.
but we appreciate it.
No, I love that.
Why
That's
am I
awesome.
spawning in the air?
Wait, what?
I
think
just
it's a-
I'm gliding in.
I need to fix that.
Atlee's gliding in. And
Oh yeah.
doing
Where
Okay,
are we
quicker.
dropping?
You want to even
Alright.
the score?
Yeah,
We
kill
drop in the
me,
middle of the ocean, or we drop in.
and then I kill you twice, and then just so we can see, it. It'll be good.
3-2 on the production. There we go.
Did you spawn in the sky again?
Yeah, I spawned in the
What?
sky.
Why is it doing that? Oh yeah, I need to fix it. I need to
do
fix it.
love
I need
that
to
Jack
fix
is
it.
discovering the horrors of programming in real time. This was something.
He
when
was
I
telling me
You can
about
fix it then.
ChatGPT
Please run
doing
it for this
programming
match,
earlier
okay?
too. Now I went through trade school and had to learn 4
Go,
different
go.
programs
Yeah.
without
Alright, let's go.
ChatGPT.
Is it 3-2?
3-2.
I learned HTML5.
3-2. The comeback is probably-
one of the things that we started.
Okay,
seeing
oh,
imminent.
on
It's
down
imminent.
every
here.
day that I had to program. It's
That's
like
good.
we would fix one thing and then 7 more things would pop up. It's like, oh my gosh.
Oh, it's
I do love that
start,
Jack
man.
is discovering that. in
Yep,
real
and
time.
I'm full
Oh, and
piece, and I'm.
he's going over the edits.
I'd say full piece. He just pulled a Houdini on him. Oh, he drops to the
Yep,
builds.
yep.
Not
Nope.
enough
That's it. That's
though.
4-2.
Never
That's a
gonna
good game.
happen.
Not enough.
That was good
That
game.
was
You
good.
actually had a good
Still
round
games.
line.
Great.
Still good games. Really loved it. Looks like that's the end of that series. Thank you all so much for joining us here at Valhalla Camp Hill. Much appreciated, gentlemen. Big shout out to Christian over at the booth. And that's it. Bye, everyone.